Page 13, September 10th. Everyone seemed crazy all day. No one is doing his job well. Even the helmsman steered improperly and took us north instead of west. I thought the captain would string up the whole crew to the mast. "What do you think you are doing?" he shouted, steering a ferry boat across the river of Seville. I've seen him go into white rages and then pace his small cabin saying his Hail Marys. We finally lost sight of land as we sailed west. Some say it will be a long time before we see it again, if at all. A couple of the men were crying, and the captain shamed them, and then promised them all sorts of riches and fame. He has said that the first man to spot land will receive a reward of 10,000 maravedis. The men listen to him sullenly, and I see them exchange glances. They don't believe him, and after what I saw this morning, I wonder if they should. I noted that the morning slate said we made 180 miles, and yet the captain only recorded 144 in his official log that the men see. I believe he's trying to make the crew believe that we are closer to home than is true. Page 14. But 10,000 maravedis! Ha, think of all I could buy for my mother. Even now I can picture a beautiful dress, a rich dress, that she could wear to Mass at Easter. I will keep a sharp eye. I will be the first to spot land. September 13th. Good is that which passeth, better that which cometh. 7 is past, and 8 followeth. More shall flow if God willeth. Count and pass makes voyage first. Fast. Everyone is worried. They say that Christopher Columbus is mad. Last night and this morning a reading was taken of our compass card off the North Star. I don't understand fully, but they are saying the readings were different and off by quite a bit. Some of the crew say that because we are in uncharted and dangerous seas, our compasses will no longer work and will be lost forever. The captain has stated simply, and with authority, that last night the North Star moved. It is that simple. That is all. September 17th. What strange things we have seen. The sailors said it must have belonged to a ship weighing at least 120 tons. Where is that ship now? What has happened to it? And where are we? What are these waters that devour huge ships and spit out the broken pieces? Then something else. I was not there to see it, for it was not my watch, but the other night some of the crew saw a falling star crash into the water. There were whispers that this is a bad omen. Forebodes ill for our journey. But the captain told stories all day of other meteorites he's seen during his sailing career, and how they have all portended great blessings and grace. Everyone seemed comforted. He says these things to the crew, yet in his journal he writes that he has never had one fall so close to the ship before. The weather is lovely right now, so that helps everyone's state of mind. There are mild breezes and light rain showers now and then, and the crew is excited that we are sailing through tremendous patches of yellow-green seaweed. It must mean we are near land. Maybe the captain is right after all. We saw a school of porpoises swimming beside us, and someone harpooned one. I felt sad to see it die and leave its small family, but then we saw a live crab on the seaweed, a sure sign that we are approaching land. The cook boiled up the tiny crab, and it was served to the captain amidst much laughter and good cheer. September 18th. Last night the wind howled through our shrouds, and the ship rolled and lifted like a child tossed in a blanket. I slept not a wink. This morning it is calmer, with the bluest of skies and huge billowing clouds above us, and the ocean becoming flatter and smoother. Later, while taking the log to the captain's cabin, the captain and I spotted a tern flying over the ship. He was excited and said land could not be far beyond now. He immediately ordered soundings to be taken to see how deep the ocean is where we are sailing. Even at 200 fathoms, our longest measure, there is nothing. Perhaps there is no bottom. A few are saying the wind will not take us back to Spain. We are entering a place from which we will never return. When I went to see Sancho, my friend and helmsman, early this morning before the captain came up, he let me hold the tiller and steer a bit. It is harder than it looks, but I did well. Sancho says I may grow to be a captain of my own ship one day and sail all over the world.